Hi everyone. I've had a pretty dramatic haircut. I got sick and tired of having to look in the mirror every time I got out of the car and like check, make sure everything's okay. And when the wind blows it, you stress when you're actually having to think about how your hair looks. Oh, it's so annoying. I liked it. I liked the whoosh thing that was going on, but after last week's holiday, I was like, oh, whatever, just get rid of it. It's annoying me. I can't believe I've just talked for 30 seconds about my hair. What little I still have of it, seeing I've now turned 41. Looking it and feeling it. Last week was my birthday. So Mark and I decided to head up to the Sunshine Coast for a holiday. We got a really good deal on... Hooray for interrupting phone calls. That was Mark. Apparently someone has tried a bit of fraud on our bank account, which isn't good. They've used my card and they've tried to take out about $1,800. An insurance company in America, apparently. I have no idea what's going on, so we shall see. Well, anyway, back to what I was saying. We went up to Mooloolaba on the Sunshine Coast and had a friggin' amazing week. We got a great deal on Scoop-On for about five nights. It was under $600. And while a couple of things about it weren't ideal, it was still a great holiday. Check it out.
Heading up the sunny coast.
Gayest road ever. So the place we were staying at is called Beach Club Mooloolaba, and we pulled into the street, and as you can see, it looked really cool. And then we looked across the road.
We're here. Of course, they didn't tell us about the noise. But we got views of the ocean, which is pretty awesome. Only problem is that. But otherwise, I think it's pretty cool. It's got like almost a full kitchen, lounge area, and it even came with this orange juice. The barbecues. That's probably to buy.
No.
Oh, really? And we got champagne. Cool.
Hello.
Is it comfy?
No.
No, it's not. Okay, so the furniture is kind of all from IKEA. And this picture is so horrendously bad, it actually makes me want to weep a little. But aside from that, I actually really quite like it.
Bonus round.
Full laundry. Get in. Happy?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. It's good. We're on the top floor, which is pretty awesome. Ooh. Oh, the barbecue's right there. That's so cool. This is cool. Right. And then this is the pool that looks down. Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome. It's so quiet. Bar and bistro there. Beach there. Sorted. Alright, rock pools and everything. Get in.
So we thought we'd head down to the beach and have a look. And as you can see, we weren't disappointed. The Sunshine Coast really is quite a stunning place. I mean, that's pretty self-evident. But if that wasn't nauseatingly beautiful enough for you, check out where we had lunch. The Mooloolaba Surf Lifesaving Club, where my diet swiftly went out the window.
This is too perfect.
Good.
That's amazing.
Birthday burger.
So full of beer, bacon brioche burger and guilt, we decided to go for a walk up past the harbour and through this beautiful canopied area.
Currents dumping waves. Alright, let's have a look. Oh yeah, that looks deadly.
So we made it up to Port Cartwright and it ended up being about an 8-kilometre walk. So it was back to the hotel for a well-earned spa and a barbecue dinner.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's a bit dark. Can you turn on the lights? Oh, the wonders of video editing. Well, there was one thing I wish I could have edited out, and that was being woken up at 6:30 in the morning by this. Now, I do think it's a bit cheeky not to let people know when you're booking that this will be going on across the road. I can understand why they didn't do it, but at the same time, I felt like I was a bit cheated. Of course, it's hard to stay mad with this just at the end of the street. And it was a little overcast for a few days, but I didn't mind that at all. One of the days we decided to head to Eumundi markets, in the small country town of, you guessed it, Eumundi, where even on a Wednesday, parking was almost impossible to find. But eventually we did, and it was worth it. Music, food, art, creative people. I was so relaxed I didn't even notice this guy getting pissed off that I was filming him. Clicky clicky, stop filming me. He and Mark had a bit of a discussion and he's like, well, I won't be selling you anything. We were like, geez, chill out, dude.
I'm a precious snowflake. They're trying to steal my soul. He was so funny. I mean, needless to say, he didn't get any of my birthday money, and I wasn't really there to spend any money at all until I came across these. Look at these bad boys. They are beautiful. They're gorgeous. These are hand-stitched, handcrafted shoes, completely made by a guy there called Moo Designs, and oh, they're just beautiful. I mean, obviously they're obviously they're leather. They're hairy. So sorry to all my vegan friends who are now vomiting into their keyboards, but just beautiful. They were expensive, and I normally would not spend this amount of money on shoes. They were $185. Wow. But I guess for a lot of people, that's probably what they would spend on a pair of shoes. And something of this quality, absolutely, and certainly something of this quality that's mass produced, they'd pay that much for. So that's how I'm justifying it. Kind of like how I justified buying that skateboard. I don't mind supporting local artists who are hand making something with love, and you can tell that this guy cares about his product. And he obviously doesn't care about cows. And neither do I. Get on my foot.
Moo.
Okay, so I think I've done enough of an ad for this guy. Moo Designs, excellent boots. Check him out. He's at Eumundi markets.
So of course I had to try them out the next day, and we went for a walk to Maroochydore. This is the entrance to the Maroochy River, and it's beautiful. I guess I'll just let the pictures speak for themselves. We found a spot to sit, and I laughed at the futility of Mark trying to clean up nature. Remind you of anything?
Well, look at that view. Not that view, that view.
So the next day we headed across the Maroochy River to Twin Waters to see what it was like over there. Well, this is what it was like. And I found an idyllic spot to sit in the shade while Mark braved the cold waters and had a swim. And I made a grass bracelet, as you do. And feeling adventurous, we decided to take a different route back to the car through the bush.
So we're officially lost. There doesn't seem to be any discernible path anymore. Whoops. Oh well, I guess we're going back.
But with some local kookaburras guiding the way, we swiftly found the path again. And for a moment there, I had felt like Steve Irwin. Crikey! Now I have to tell you about another great place we found to eat. Just one suburb north of Mooloolaba in Alexandra Headlands, the Surf Life Saving Club has a cafe that's on the path that's on the beach. So you get cheap eats, burgers, fish and chips, that type of thing, coffee, and breakfast, and sit there right next to the water. It's quite popular and for good reason. Nature's Toilet! And one last great place for a walk is Mooloolaba River National Park.
Yes, we hit a wet bit, so we're going in. Yeah, it beat us. I think we'll be heading back.
Yeah.
All the wildflowers were out, the birds were singing. It was magnificent.
Now, I took a lot more footage, but I'm going to spare you it and maybe just show you a quick montage now. And I'd like to finish up by saying a hearty cheers to everybody who made my birthday really special this year. Thank you so much for all the Facebook well wishes. Thanks for the cards and thanks for the presents. It is much appreciated. And remember,
Care plus affinity equals carinity.